They discover dozens of chained cranks there. Brenda emerges from the shadows, where she lives with a gang of survivors. She leads the Gladers to Jorge, her leader father figure. He examines the tattoos on the Gladers' necks and realizes they originated from a WCKD facility and are valuable. Jorge also discovers that they are seeking for the right arm. Soon after, a swarm of WCKD mercs commanded by Jansen rushes the area. Thomas flees with Brenda, cutting himself apart from the other Gladers. Jorge performs a song that, when finished, sets off a succession of bombs. The facility falls, killing the mercenaries. Cranks is pursuing Thomas and Brenda as they hurry toward an escape. They dash outdoors and into a collapsing building. Brenda trips and almost falls out of a window. A crank assaults her, but Thomas cracks the glass, causing the crank to tumble out while pulling Brenda up. The two continue their search for the others and discover a type of nightclub owned by another survivor, Marcus. He knows something about the right arm, but he doesn't reveal his identity to Thomas and Brenda, instead offering them a drink to get them in the mood for the celebration. Brenda approaches Thomas after he had a little seizure. They make their way in for a kiss, but Thomas only sees himself kissing Teresa. Brenda is disappointed when he informs her that she is not Teresa. Thomas awakens after having strange dreams to find Teresa and Mijo seated over him. He and Brenda are back with Jorge and the Gladers, and Thomas discovers Jorge punching Marcus in the face. Marcus informs the guys where they can locate the right arm after a few hard blows. The trio borrows Marcus' automobile and travels past a mountain filled with abandoned cars. Gunshots are fired at them as they exit. Jorge throws a bomb at Thomas as a distraction, but they are trapped by two female shooters, Harriet and Sonia. They identify Eris and determine that the gang does not represent a threat to them. The girls lead the gang to the right arm's rest of the members, including their commander Vince. Brenda falls after being bitten by a crank, although her sickness does not progress as swiftly as Winston's did. Vince is about to shoot her when he is stopped by Mary Cooper, a former WCKD scientist. She explains that Thomas served as an informant for all of WCKD's actions. Brenda is given an enzyme injection to prevent the illness from spreading. Thomas has taken a seat at Brenda's bedside. She speaks about losing her mother to the flare. As he recalls the boy's sacrifice, Thomas pulls out the little totem handed to him by Chuck. Thomas speaks with Teresa that night. She claims that she saw her mother go insane as a result of the flare, and she didn't want to give up on the rest of the infected, which is why she's been working for WCKD the entire time. WCKD helicopters are spotted flying into the mountains after Teresa summoned them and informed them of their location. Thomas rushes to warn everyone, only for the choppers to launch missiles at the crowd. The mercenaries arrive and begin assaulting people. Thomas abandons Jorge and Brenda in order to save his buddies. Teresa has been with WCKD since the beginning, according to Ava and Jansen. Jansen shoots and murders Mary. Jorge arrives in a vehicle, sparking a struggle between WCKD mercs and the right arm. Jansen almost murders Thomas, but Brenda shoots him in the shoulder. Thomas employs Jorge's explosives on a gang of mercenaries. Mijo is hit with a stun gun and captured by the mercs. As Thomas helplessly watches the ship take off, Ava, Teresa, and Jansen flee with Mijo. The surviving appear to have given up hope in the morning. Thomas packs all he can carry and plans to return to WCKD to rescue Mijo and murder Ava. Although Vince believes he's insane, Harriet says that she'd want some vengeance. Everyone is now looking to Thomas as they prepare to take down WCKD.